Hi, I'm Sam. Welcome to my channel. I'm an artist and I love to help other artists grow in skills and confidence and show them how to make real money as an artist as well. On this channel, you'll expect tip videos and tutorials as well as business videos and maybe the odd workshop. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I drew this gorgeous barn owl on pastel mat. So I'm going to be focusing on one area because a lot of people seem to struggle with the graininess of pastel mat. It's a very different surface, and so therefore you need slightly different techniques to be able to get rid of the graininess and end up with a lovely, soft and graininess free drawing. I'm going to be concentrating on a small section just so that I can really show you in real time what's going on, and I really hope you find this video helpful. I'm starting with a cold grey one, using a light hand and just going in the direction of the feathers, just getting a sense of where they need to go, usually in a clockwise direction around the eye. Very, very light hand, not pressing very hard. My pencil isn't particularly sharp. It doesn't need to be with pastel mat to get the detail. I'm going in with layer 2 now. And actually, I don't really think about detail until the very end. I'm blocking in colours at the moment using a really light hand. You can see I've gone around the eye and added other parts of the eye, but I'm just concentrating on this area above, adding a little bit of bistre because there's brown around the eye, and some dark sepia or walnut brown just to get some shadows in, and then going in with a warm grey now for another layer. So this is layer 3 or 4, and still gentle, not particularly sharp pencil, and I'm just using long pencil strokes as long as the feathers look in the reference photo to just start to fill in the troughs of the paper, because pastel mat is quite textured. And so what you're trying to do is very, very gently fill in all of those little troughs of the paper. You don't want to press hard. Going in with a cold grey now. This is layer 5 or 6, a cold grey 2 or cold grey 3. And you can see it's starting to look like it's softening a little bit. It looks quite blurry at this point, and that's really normal. Please don't worry about that. It's amazing how many layers it actually does take, but if you concentrate on counting your layers, it kind of puts you off and makes you think, oh my goodness, this is ever going to come to an end. So if you just try and relax and be mindful about what you're doing, you're just filling in the grains of the paper nice and gently, and it does take time. But the more time you take, the lighter hand, the more layers, the softer it's going to look, and it's going to be so worth it. So I'm going in with layer 7 or 8 now, maybe 9, going in with the warm grey, just balancing out those greys, going in with a Caran d'Ache Luminance white. And actually towards the end I switched to a Faber-Castell white, which worked brilliant, the polychromos. You can really see the graininess around other parts of the face as I'm working on this top section of the eye. I've lightened up around the little beak area. You can see that with the Caran d'Ache Luminance, and now I'm going in and just adding more and more layers, still with a light hand. I'm going in the direction of the feathers, and I'm being mindful not to press very hard. I'm just filling in those troughs until the graininess starts to go, and I'm not trying to push that or force that in any way. I'm just thinking about what the feathers may feel like. And if you look at an animal closely, you can actually see how many feathers and layers it takes to build up, and that's really what you're replicating. So it's not going to be done in a couple of layers. It's not going to be done in 5 minutes. This side of the face alone took me nearly 2 hours to do, just this little bit around the eye, and I actually came back to it a few times throughout the drawing. So going in with a cold grey 3 or 4 now, just adding a little bit of shadow around the eye and using it to start to think about the texture of the feathers now, adding a little bit of detail with a cold grey 5 there. And I'm starting to think about the little lines within the feathers. Do you want those to start to show up? Now I've got enough pigment down for it to start to look nice and soft and look like it's filled in, so there's none of the grey paper showing through. I can start to think about my details, but this is only after layer 10, 11, 12, 20 maybe. It's definitely not something that is quick, but I've grown to love pastel mat. I feel like you have to almost let go of some of the other techniques that you use with smooth paper or drafting film and just let the pencils do their thing. Take your time, really soft hand, don't try and push too hard. You don't want any kind of lines to show up, and sometimes if you press too hard, I've found with Pastelmat that the graininess seems to come back. It's really strange. Don't know why that happens, but if you use a light hand and not very blunt, not very sharp pencil, a blunter pencil, so going in with a cold grey 6 now, you can really start to see that I'm adding a little bit of texture, but overall it's looking a lot softer and a lot more filled in. A little bit more bistre there to add some brown around the eye, some dark sepia, going in with the dark sepia around the shadows all the way over, and you can see it's starting to blend. Using the pencils to push pigment around and blend into each other with the Caran d'Ache Luminance White. I'm about 95% there, and just adding a little bit of the Polychromos White at the end to finish. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you found this video helpful, and it will help you to work on Pastelmat and get the results that you really want on it too. If you did like this video, it would be really great if you could like and subscribe and press that bell icon so that you're notified of future videos. It really helps the channel out a lot. I appreciate it. And if you would like to see the full-time tutorial, I think it's about 13 or 14 hours to create your own barn owl, then I do have this full tutorial available in my online membership, The Joy of Drawing. I will leave the link below. I hope you're having a lovely day, whatever you're up to, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.